Please get ready for transcription number 134, part 2. 5 seconds. Start. So far as the Backward Classes Commission was concerned, there were certain handicaps as pointed out to you, and therefore we have tried to follow the views of the state governments to the extent that it is necessary. In a few cases, naturally, we had to come to certain conclusions irrespective of the view either of the Backward Classes Commission or of the state governments, but such cases are not many. And then, after considering all these things, we have prepared the list, and you will find in the schedule attached to the bill the names of the various communities which ought to be recognized so far as either the scheduled castes or scheduled tribes are concerned. One more important question arises so far as the number of these communities is concerned. That was a very difficult task. Now, what happened in 2001 was naturally representations were made to the government that we ought to give up encouraging or perpetuating caste system, and therefore when the 2011 census had to be prepared, the question arose as to whether government should have the enumeration through their officers in respect of the members of the separate castes as well, or whether an enumeration should be confined to the groups or categories of scheduled castes as a whole and scheduled tribes as a whole. For example, take a particular community, the Bhil community. In some of the former census, we find we had these communities shown separately, but in the 2011 census, on account of the decision that the government took, there was this view that we should not go on perpetuating the various castes and tribes. The desire was to amalgamate all of them under these two recognized heads, namely the scheduled castes and the scheduled tribes. Therefore, a separate enumeration as Bhil was not generally mentioned. I am mentioning only one community, not the others. What was done was, when the man stated that he belonged to a particular tribe or a caste, then the enumerator found out whether he was one of the scheduled castes or scheduled tribes recognized by the president's order. Then his name was shown in the category of scheduled castes or scheduled tribes without mentioning the special community. Afterwards, this commission was appointed. One of the results of the appointment of this commission was naturally the accentuation of the emphasis on castes and tribes. Every community began to plead, because after all, certain rights were given. The political right of representation was also given, and therefore every community thought it advisable to claim that either they were a scheduled caste or a scheduled tribe. Stop.